Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Football Manager Journeyman action. We are still at Wolves for the time being. There aren't any giant jobs that we're intrigued about at the moment. I think Lille is a sideways step. For the time being, I think I'm happy enough to stay at Wolves for now. It is a journeyman though, so obviously we do want to move on at some point. We are going to look to sign a left back in January, which is not far away. We're in the 30th of November at the moment. Continue what has been a strong start to the season. Yes, we've had some defeats in there, but Man United and Arsenal, that's fair enough. Liverpool and Manchester City, that's fair enough. Southampton, disappointing, but they started well. And Palace in the Cup, disappointing, but they've got a really decent team. Everton are 14th, that's a winnable game. Chelsea, Newcastle, but then Sheffield United, Crystal Palace, then Brentford we can win, Bournemouth we can win. So we've got some points on the board to be won over the next few games. So hopefully we'll do exactly that. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you won't miss out on any more of this or the My Player content that's coming to you daily. There's a link in the description to come and watch me record everything live on Twitch as well, which would be great. I'd love to have you over there. But for now, we're going to crack on. Bonjour, monsieur. Allez, le bleu. But not yet. That's later. That's next year. When you go onto a player's profile, the star rating it gives them is that of the manager team, not that of the international team, not of your club team. That happened before, didn't it, when we were at the Netherlands, and it got so annoying that I resigned after a week. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to deal with that. Should we just sack off international management altogether? Or should we actually just try and push through and try and do something with France at Euro 2028 and then maybe move on and just have one go at international management? See, Javier Pellegrino at centre-back, 6'1", physicals are great, technicals are great, mentals are great, technicals are decent in the right position, 2.5 star. But for my first team, he'd be a 3.5 star with a potential of 5. And he's asked to leave. He's Argentinian as well, so he could partner up with Hector Pinheiro. The changing of the scout stars, etc., is just going to make it annoying. So, I think I agree with Twitch chat. I think I'm going to resign from France. Sorry, YouTube, but it's just going to make management more annoying, isn't it? It's going to make everything more annoying. So, I think that's probably the right call. Because now when I go onto a player, I'll actually see how good they are for Wolves, rather than... I don't know why that's a thing. You'd have thought that would be something that FM would have gotten on top of by now. Like, it is, as you say in chat, Ben, it is regrettable, because I'd love to manage France, the World Cup winners. But it's just going to be more annoying than it is enjoyable in the long run. Even in the short run, it's annoying already. Right, team-wise, McAllister and Ndombele. Ndombele's wanted by Brighton. Okay, well, get the money out then. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It's absolutely fine. Bonjour! I don't know why I went French. Welcome in, everyone, from Ben. Thank you for the raid of a whopping 430. I appreciate it, dude. We are the... Where's the journey? Well, we are currently in the process of walking the walk. We're not doing much talking the talk. Not since we left Notts County, anyway. We did just resign as France manager because international management of Football Manager was a bit... You join us just in time to see us take on Everton. Thank you for the raid, Ben. I appreciate it, dude. It's very kind of you, mate. Welcome across, everyone. How's Ben getting on? Is he still at Salzburg? I think he's still at Salzburg, right? Work the resign from... Yeah. Only I did it purposefully. Terribly? Oh, good. Weren't they on like a 58-game unbeaten streak when he joined? Can't be going that bad, surely. Oh, Ben. Best of luck with the Glory Hunter on YouTube, mate. I had my vote yesterday. I'm actually quite intrigued to see which way that vote goes, to be completely honest. Anyway, thank you, the Stockport Hatter, Afonso, Tom, D-Coop, or DC-Oop, Boomer Sooner, and EWCS for the follows. You join us. So we're about to take on Everton. We're Wolves manager currently. And we are 10th in the Premier League. We started this journeyman at Notts County. Great success. We moved to Toulouse. Pretty decent success. And then we got the move to Wolves. Although we are looking to move on. We saved them from relegation last year and are now sit mid-table. However, we have aspirations to maybe aim a little bit higher. My managerial reputation is 4-star now, and I could probably get a better job. I did apply for Tottenham and got an interview for Tottenham and would have got Tottenham if I didn't ask for a little bit more money. So it's kind of my fault, really. But the next time a big job comes around, I'll say yes in the right places and then just deal with the consequences when I don't do what they ask. Thank you, Karabraxos, for the follow, mate. So Everton's lineup: Jordan Pickford, Kenny Teta, Connor Cody, our former player, of course. Connor Cody on loan at Everton in real life. Came back to Wolves in this save. I then sold him back to Everton. Ben Godfrey at centre-back for the Makalenko. Shota Iwobi Foiler. Gordon Solomon and Alfredo Morelos, who has scored against us every time we've played against Everton as Wolves manager. And his goals have been the ones that have beaten us against Everton every time we've played against them. So, there's yours, not mine. We're 10th in the table. We're not too fussed about scoring goals at the minute. Yes, we only scored 1 against Leeds and West Ham. No, we didn't score any against Arsenal, Man United or Crystal Palace, but I think we're fine. Possession football of their own, albeit a bit lower temper than me. Alfredo Morelos. What a challenge, Salisu. No, you've not given a pen for that. He's won the ball. He's literally won the ball. Nice one, VAR. Cheers, lads. Well, it's Alfredo Morelos. Said it on the way in. He always scores against us, and we always lose to Everton. David De Gea at the double. Never mind, I take it back. If you just want to lump that forward, that would be great. Not exactly what I had in mind. Dave! What is the point in saving a penalty and then coming for that? Alfredo Morelos gets his goal. Oh, slit my throat. What's De Gea doing? Like, Salisu's there. He might not get there, but if you're coming out like that, you've got to make sure that you do, Dave. And you haven't, have you, mate? 1-0 Everton. Alfredo Morelos. I hesitate to say predictable. Thrash arms, sort your fucking lives out. Alright, there we go, off we go. And earn me not only 3 promotions, well, he's not earned me 3 promotions, but we've earned not only 3 promotions in our career so far, but David De Gea now has me having a avoided relegation on my CV as well. Unfortunately, Anthony Gordon has come off the bench and just gone thwack. So that's 2-0 Everton. Something about Everton. We've got a bogey team already at Wolves, and they play in blue and white. Game's the game, man. Just gotta play it. 3! Alright, I'm starting to lose my patience now. Alfredo Morelos makes it 3. Hell, when Ben's Raiders said that he was having an awful time at Salzburg, have you just brought that with you to this save? Because can we not? So, no, not Arsenal. It's Newcastle and someone. It might be Arsenal, actually. No, we just played Man United and Arsenal. Someone tackle Iwobi! Oh my God, Alfredo Morelos hat-trick. It's not only a bogey team, it's a whole bloody snot stream team. I promise we're not always this bad. We weren't good there. Put my Captain Obvious hat on. Come on, gentlemen. Can we be better against Chelsea? Away from home. Mendy, Kayusta, Fofana, Nelson, Chilwell, Kante, Bamba, Guedes, Mount, Kukurea, Leo Castledine. Or Castledine? Castledine? I don't know what nationality he is. Last time we played Chelsea, I recall Bamba getting sent off after 20 minutes and Chelsea still winning. So, there's that. Soppy. Let's not lose it in the last 10, shall we? We've fought really hard here. Oh, mistake. Square it and score. Or just score. Steve Smith. All of the talent at Chelsea Football Club. And it's Steve Smith. A 20-year-old new gen that's friggin' rapid. Finishing of 7. Well, he tucked that one away, didn't he? In just his second ever Chelsea game. Oh, it's going well today. It's going really well today. Maybe I do apply for that Lille job. Brandon Soppy's in behind. He's a bit quick. Thank you, Dave, for making the save. 4 minutes to go. Everybody's pissed off. And, well, I don't blame them. Chelsea might be adding a second here. They have now brought Calvert-Lewin off the bench. Why they didn't start him is quite perplexing. Catch that. Can we? Can we do a football? No. No footballs are being done. 2.56 XG for Chelsea. No surprise we lost that. And let's be honest, we've got Newcastle next, so we're going to lose that one as well. Not being France manager has taken my reputation back down again. What would you guys do? Would you stay at Wolves and wait for a different job, or would you go to Marseille? We have more of an opportunity to get into Europe with Marseille. I think that's pretty obvious. But we'd have more money at Wolves. I know, obviously, the Premier League is the Premier League, but in terms of hierarchy of club, we're probably, like, Marseille are further along. Completely ignore that youth intake preview, because we had an excellent intake preview last year at 5-star, and it ended up being 1-star. So I take nothing, absolutely nothing from that whatsoever. We're all sick of getting bad results, so go out there and change that. But Newcastle, let's get revenge. I said that against Everton. We lost 4-1 or 4-0 even. So Bruno Benacer. Right. Well, if Ismail Benacer is going to do things like that, there's probably not much I can do about it, really, is there? Now we're conceding and we can't score. I don't know whether it is time to maybe jump ship. Fidalgo, Silva. They're going to VAR it for offside. If it is onside, then it is wholeheartedly deserved. But he's offside, so it's not going to count. We don't have an equalising goal yet. Javi Galan, Socek, Benacer. It's nice. Don't foul him. Oh, Jovan. We have bossed this game since they scored their goal. And now we're going to go 2-0 down from the spot. We don't deserve this. Who's taking it for him? Thomas Socek. Yeah, 2-0 Newcastle. That is unfair. Well and truly unfair. Down to 13. I mean, the board only want mid-table, don't they? Maybe we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. Maybe we came into this season expecting some sort of FIFA-esque turnaround and progression curve where it's just not going to happen. 2-0 defeat to Newcastle, where we played relatively well. The fixture list has just been really unkind to us, and he was unkind to us last year as well, with a bulk of like 5 games in 6 that were all ones that we absolutely were going to lose. Chat. What new? Things at Wolves are indifferent at the moment. Obviously, we are in a bit of a... Oh, it is a known thing, is it? I'm sure anything that I encounter with my not playing it 10 hours a day every day is probably a known issue, to be fair. But yeah, there's no harm in having extra data, is there? So I'll send the save file over. So we have games coming up that we could well and truly win. Sheffield United, Brentford, Bournemouth. Obviously, Rotherham in the FA Cup, Sheffield United and Leeds are all winnable games. So we could significantly improve our form and maybe our league position, although I don't think we'd go any higher than 11th, over the next few weeks. Obviously, we'd have more money here because we're a Premier League side and we've got strong ownership. Marseille are currently in the midst, they're not in the midst of, they might be in the midst of a takeover actually, because it says when the ownership thing is resolved. Go to general. The owner is looking to leave, but he's not confirmed as leaving yet. I wonder if I could ask to take the job at the end of the season. I know it's still early doors to maybe do that. I don't know if that's the thing this early in a season. Their squad though is as follows for full clarity. Kepa in goal, who's decent. 17 conceded in 16, keeps a number of clean sheets. Kepa's really good for the level. Jan Kuto at right back is not great, and he is their only right back that is a primary right back. At left back they have Sergio Reguilon, who I think is the only left back as well. So at full back they are weaker for sure. I wouldn't play a 3-back, I'd play a 2. They got a 34-year-old Yannick Vestergaard, who, to be fair, has played very, very well since joining from Valencia, despite his lack of pace. And to be fair, they've probably switched to a 3-back because of him, with that lack of pace, or to help adjust for that lack of pace. Leonardo Baleri has been solid enough. Chancellor Mbemba looks like their best centre-back, and to be fair, he is pretty decent. Can play at right-back as well, but is pretty decent at centre-back. Eric Bailly, I wouldn't play Eric Bailly at right-back. He's definitely a centre-back for me, but he's still pretty decent as well, although he is ageing at 32. And Mbemba is 32. Yannick Vestergaard is 34. Kepa is 32. So the first team is ageing. There's also a 30-year-old Harry Winks in the fold. Shek Doucouré is only 26. He's pretty decent. Gerson is 29, but he's pretty decent. Not got much pace, but technically certainly is good enough. Their subs, Pelmar 26 is, well, young enough, but whether he's good enough, I am unsure. But can play at left back as well, which would be handy. Bailly, obviously 32 as well. Bohinen, starting regularly, playing to a decent standard. Junior and Nana, don't know much about him. Played 7 substitute appearances in the league, and it's not actually giving him a match rating. So I'm not sure what he's like, but might be okay. Jordan Veretout is obviously aging. Again, it's not showing him as having a match rating, which is odd. Valentin Rongier looks decent. He's been solid for them for years. Then, Harriet as a cam. He's definitely an attacking midfielder. And to be fair, again, performances are very good. Gael Lafont is a youngster that I would certainly move down a squad. Danny Ings is just too old now. They do have Luka Jovic up top, who's got 5 goals in 16, scored 14 last year. Who's certainly good enough to do the job at this level. Milik, I'm not sure about. 32-year-old Arkadiusz Milik. Then there's Luis Alagim, who's a youngster that would get moved down a level or sent out on loan, and Pablo Hernandez equally. So there's not much depth. But they are a big club. Are they still playing in Europe? I'm sure they're still playing in Europe. They're still in the Champions League phase. Although they are 24th. So at the minute they are just qualifying for the first knockout stage. With Inter and Benfica to come. So Marseille are not going to get through to the next round of the Champions League. I'll start negotiations. I can't negotiate starting any time other than now. Having looked through the squad, seen how old it is, I'm going to say no. Now, if we have rubbish results in these next few fixtures at Wolves, I'm going to be annoyed because I think I should have taken that Marseille job. But if we can put a run of fixtures together at Wolves over these next 5 or 6, then perhaps that's the right thing to do. We don't want to necessarily overreact because of a run of defeats against sides that we should have lost to. So I'm not gonna just immediately jump ship. There may well be better jobs come along than a mid-table Marseille that are certainly not where they should be or are normally. They've not had a great time of things in this save, Marseille, to be honest. If we have a look at their league history, right, they were third. Who was it we were looking at that was mid-table then? Oh, it was Lille. We're looking at Lille. Lille were mid-table. They finished third last year. 7th, 8th, 9th. 7th, 9th, 8th in the years prior. How are they where they are now then? So they lost Ismail Jacobs and Noah Katterback. But they haven't really lost any standout talents, unless there was someone that went at the end of last year. So there wasn't really. It's a similar squad to what they had before. That's intriguing. That's really intriguing. I think it's the right call to stay at Wolves. Time will tell. And if another more obvious job comes up, Marseille, in terms of competitiveness in the league they're in terms of the history in this save, are a better move. But the squad that they have right now, aging as it is, with not massive funds and the board situation in flux, I don't think it's perhaps the right time to go to Marseille. Maybe Marseille is a club we could manage, but maybe not now. Right. Beat Sheffield United, and I'll be happier with the decision we just made. To be fair, we played well against Newcastle. We just didn't quite get the result. So, let's put in a similar level of performance, but beat Sheffield United now. Good delivery, Dan. So, back post! Force it home! I don't care how the ball goes in the back of the net. Just get it in the back of the net. Oh, but it's not. And Ndombele, Fidalgo. Whip it, whip it, whip it. Power it! Oh! Do whatever you want! 1-0 Wolves! Yes, Fidalgo. He's been good on loan from Milan. I haven't used him every game because Horta had a little spell where he turned up. But now Ricardo Horta's dropped off again. Fidalgo, hopefully, can get a settled spell of play and then just be good. Just solidly, consistently good in that cam role. That would be the dream. Fabio Silva being able to score would also be a dream. I mean, if he's rubbish now, then it means that no one's really going to come in for him in January at least. But I would rather people came in for him and he just scored. I'll just bat away bids. QPR still on their 1 point after 19 games now. They've officially gone half a season and have scored 1 point. Brighton are turning up, however, and have closed the gap significantly. They were only on 8 points last time we saw that. They're now on 14. Back-to-back wins has brought them right back into the survival picture. Fidalgo again plays Fabio Silva in behind. And he still doesn't score. Fabio! Mate! Fix up, pal! The old superstition of don't make a change whilst there's a highlight going on. Fidalgo again slots Fabio Silva in one-on-one. And this time... Oh! I mean, Fidalgo's put him on a plate 3 times. Eventually, he's buried it. The team talk to him at half-time worked. And now he's on a 7.3. This victory moves us back up to 12th. And the board, I'm sure, will be appeased by that. They were previously slightly disappointed with us, but... Thank you, Alvaro. That vision of 18 and passing of 16. Beautiful. 2 goals, 3 assists for him now in 7 starts and 7 substitute appearances. Pretty Not bad. And they're now pleased. We've literally gone from 13th to 12th, and now they're pleased. There you go, AC Milan. Second in Serie A will give me 17 million for him. His value was like something up to 19, wasn't it? And they'll give me that 17 million now, which is the most important thing. I want that 17 million now. Javier Pellegrino is coming in as well. Perfect timing. That youngster will come in. He's phenomenal already, and he'll probably start alongside Pinheiro, to be honest. Who have QPR got? Arsenal at home. I think it's going to happen. Still no bids for Orta. Come on, man. I don't want him no more. Somebody else take him. McAllister's fit again. Well, we beat Sheffield United and we played very well. So let's just do the same again and hope for a better result against Crystal Palace this time. We lost against them in the Cup and that was at home. We're now away. Andrea Bellotti up top. Michael Elise is just so good. I'd love Michael Elise in my team, but it's just I don't have the capabilities for that. That's a bit hit and hope, really, isn't it? That's not really what we're about, lads, is it? Oh, he says, boys, come on. Make a mistake. Thank you. As it came out my mouth. That was inexplicably bad from them. He's literally kicked it straight at him. Who then, in turn, first time has just gone, well, I'll score, shall I? What is Consa doing there? That's a me playing FIFA kind of mistake. First time, Fidalgo back of the net. We're 1-0 up. Thiago Santos is getting a little bit lost at the minute. He's found Nuno Santos. We've got two Nunos in the team. We've got two Santoses in the team. And it's the Santos combination this time around. Thiago to Nuno. And we lead by 2-0. I mean, if Thiago Santos is going to get that wayward, then I'm glad it's had an end product. Still a long way to go in this one. So, if we score a third, then I'd say, yeah, we definitely... I mean, McAllister's literally just run the entirety of the half. Okay, yes. No, I am confident of getting the win now. He didn't even... It's not like he sprinted at pace. He's just picked up on a halfway line and just been like, I'm just going to run in a straight line all the way over here and then shoot. That's why we bought you, Alexis. 3-0 Wolves. Turns out, turning down Marseille might have been a good idea. We might have made the right decision. It's 4. I think we definitely made the right decision. His 50th goal for Wolves there, Fabio Silva. I think I can probably safely praise everybody now. We've not even been that dominant in the game overall. It's just been a good performance, and the goals have come from it. Well, we scored 4. We've not done that for a very long time. So we'll very much take that result. Thank you very much. Tremendous result. Against the side that are chasing Europe as well. Really pleased with it. Couldn't be anything other, could we, really? Let's be honest. Crystal Palace were 7th and chasing the European spots. In fact, they might have been 6th and chasing the European spots. We are now 8 points behind Southampton, who are 7th, with a game in hand. Although Aston Villa have 3 games in hand, so fully expect them to take that 7th spot. Europe is still quite a way away, but this team is, in the games that we have the opportunity and are expected to get points, getting points. To be fair, we might not have expected to get anything more than a hard-fought draw. There you go, brain. What is pleasing, however, is the fact that we've got goals throughout the squad. Not a lot of goals throughout the squad, but last year it was Fabio Silva and no one else. This year, McAllister, Fidalgo, Orta, Tomic, Tony, and Silva have all bagged goals. And Kevin Dancer's got one from a set piece, one from a header, and Nuno Santos has one as well, and 6 assists. Very creative on the left-hand side, Nuno Santos. Take Anthony out, put Real Horta on the bench. Do I? No. I'm trying to sell Horta anyway, so we'll leave it as is. Let's give everybody a rest, though, before the next game against Brentford at home in 3 days, which, again, is a very winnable one. A very winnable one. But for now, that's going to be the end of this particular YouTube video. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your support. Hopefully you think I made the right decision by staying at Wolves and not going to Marseille. Since we made that decision, we scored 6 goals, won 2 games and not conceded. So I'm happy. I'm happy the correct decision was made. Should a big job become available, however, I am still open to leaving. So big job in Serie A, big job in La Liga, big job in the Bundesliga, big job in France, a bigger job than Marseille, or maybe a job of similar size but with a better squad. Or of course in the Premier League. Like an Ajax. We'd definitely go to Ajax or PSV or Feyenoord or something, or Porto or Benfica, etc. Maybe a Galatasaray or a Besiktas, maybe? Don't know, really. Don't know. That's going to be all from us for this episode, though. So do drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Please do come across and join me on stream and come and watch these live. We're going to be in the January transfer window very, very soon indeed. So I will be streaming Football Manager later on this afternoon, as you see this on YouTube on, what's today? Tuesday, Wednesday morning. So come across and join me for the January transfer window. Things could get spicy. We got a decent amount of money and potentially more to make, and we know we want to sign players too. So it's going to be a good one. I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.